What are the Bengals going to do with Joe Mixon? Get my thoughts after talking with plenty of people about his future at the 2023 NFL Combine. Hi again, everyone, and welcome in to Cincinnati Bengals Talk. I'm James Rapien of allbengals.com. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and check out all of our videos from Combine Week. We will react to all of the workouts, certainly, and talk about different players, and certainly it's going to be draft season, and the free agency is right around the corner, all of those things. So we have you covered. That's why you want to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell and check out all of our videos that we've posted this week, from Frank Pollock to Brian Callahan to Zach Taylor to Duke Tobin to Lou Anarumo to Darren Simmons. Let's dive into this running back issue. And the Bengals running game was efficient in 2022. It might not have felt like it, especially because they got off to a slow start, but it was. And they were able to get some consistency out of it when they needed it. Obviously, they are a pass-first team. That's what they do. But they certainly were able to run it at times, and yet they weren't able to run for explosive plays, long plays downfield. And that's an area that they certainly want to improve at. And that's why I'm thinking that Joe Mixon, could he be back next year? Sure. But you better believe that they're drafting a running back in this year's class. There are some home run hitters, some explosive running backs, some guys that are going to not only make defenders miss, but break tackles, that have that long speed. And we'll talk about some of them. This isn't a prospect evaluation at the moment. But what it is, and my big takeaway from the Combine, when it comes to Joe Mixon, the Bengals could have came out and said, hey, he's a really good player. He played through injury this past season. He had a career year in 2021. We believe he's still that guy. We're going to bring him back next year. We don't have to renegotiate anything. We have no doubts. That's not the case. What I think is going to happen is the Bengals are going to meet at some point in the near future with Peter Schaefer, Joe Mixon's agent, and either ask Mixon to take a pay cut, straight up pay cut, and maybe you make that money up in incentives and you do something like that. Sure, he could do that. And if he's unwilling to, then they just move on. And maybe they just move on. But you can't spend that type of money at the running back position when he's not a superstar player. And you have all of these other things that need to get done, or that you're hoping to get done, right? And we've talked about offensive line a lot. If Joe Mixon is the reason why you can't land a right tackle in free agency, you'd much rather have the right tackle, because you can draft, guaranteed you'll be able to find a running back in this draft that can give you plenty of juice on the ground. Maybe they draft two running backs. Maybe they go really young at that spot, which is fine. It's better that way when you're talking about cap space and keeping all these guys together. But I would be absolutely stunned if Joe Mixon comes back for the 2023 season as a member of the Cincinnati Bengals with the same contract he has now. It would be a mistake. Not that I don't think Joe is a good player. He is. And one thing Duke Tobin said was that they want to keep their good players. Here's what Duke said when asked about Joe Mixon at the Combine.
Well, Joe's been a good player for us, and he's been a pretty key component for what we're doing. And I can't predict what the offseason, will do. I can't predict, what other deals will get done, how much money we'll need. There might be a chance to renegotiate some people on our team. There might be a chance to extend some people on our team. Again, there's a lot of moving pieces to this. I think the blanket statement I can make is, when you have a good player who is productive, you do what you can to try to keep them on your football team. And that's what we'll do. And we'll see how the offseason plays. I just can't predict it as I stand here right now.
The comment makes sense. Totally understand it. At the same time, I just, not at that number. And that was my takeaway from what Duke said. So we'll see. We'll see if they bring him back. But to me, if they bring him back, it'll be at a much lower number. And maybe it works, because if he's just out there and a free agent, well, what's he going to get? Is he getting $8 million per year in free agency? I don't think so. 6? 5? I don't know. All I know is that it's a deep running back class. There are some star running backs hitting the free agent market as well. Saquon Barkley could certainly hit the market. Maybe not. Maybe he'll be tagged by the Giants. We'll see there. As of this recording, he has not been. Josh Jacobs is another one. Leonard Fournette just got cut. Aaron Jones took a pay cut to stay with the Packers. Craziness, right? And so we'll see if Joe Mixon does the same. Make sure you check out allbengals.com for more on the Bengals. Also, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and get ready because it's about to get crazy. From free agency to the draft, we're going to have you covered all offseason long. So for Andrew Fox Miller, I'm James Rapien signing off for now. Thank you so much for watching Cincinnati Bengals Talk.